Okay.
Hey everybody, so credits go out to First Amendment Protection Agency. I never seen him before, never even knew he existed. Never knew it. Never knew it. But one of the videos that I'm currently uploading is my commentary on when he was at the Silver Spring Courthouse. I made corrections in the video. I thought he was at Rockville, because Rockville and Silver Spring Courts almost look the same, but they're really not. So I was wrong, and I made corrections. So he was at the Silver Spring Courthouse. I even showed it on Google Maps and did a street view and everything. I investigated very thoroughly, as a journalist should do. I don't consider myself a full-time journalist, but you, me, and everybody else, we are our own press. I just told my friend Sean that the other day. We are our own press. We can be press anytime we want, and therefore, we have freedom of the press, and we are the press. We have First Amendment rights. To record in public and to, so let's watch the video a little bit, because I do know this exact area. I'm gonna zoom it out a little bit. It's zoomed out. So I do know this area. It's on Neville Street. Randolph is that way, or Georgetown is that way to his left, and the Liberty Cannabis is on this side of the street, about a few buildings down. There's a place called Closet Stretchers that's next door to here. For reference, across the street this way is Planet Fitness, Moms, and some other stores in there, and veterinary clinic and all that. And then there's Johnson exercise equipment place right there. I would park my van right in front of it and walk across the street to Planet Fitness to take a shower. But then they started working on the showers. Even though the place was only like 2 years old, they had to redo the whole showers. So I was kind of screwed, I had to drive up to, I think, the one over in Silver Spring on Randolph and Georgia Alec area there, next to Lidl, which was the old Shoppers where sadly the one person from the sniper shooting was killed at, in that shopping center, if that's for reference. But yeah, just want to put that reference out there. Just want you guys to know that I know the area. You'll see here when I play the video, you'll see that I know the area. The Harris Teeter right down the road is permanently closed. I used to go in there and park the van all the time and plug in everything until Justin Bollinger, who lives in Aldi, Virginia, just west of Chantilly in Loudoun County. He's the regional manager, and he was a tyrant and had the security guard call the cops on me and two other people. Well, of course, the one guy got to stay, Curtis something. He got to stay for a long while. But since Harris Teeter closed, of course, they kicked everybody out of the garage and all the junk that was sitting in there, which is good, because if I can't be there, then no one else can, right? So.
Today we're here in Rockville, Maryland, and we're going to be going around.
I wish I knew he was here, because I would have went and joined him in a split second.
Seeing how the public and/or the public officials act if they do arrive. So as usual, thank you for being here, and stick around. This should be a good one. Whether it be sheer stupidity or absolute insanity, this video.
He drives a SUV. Okay, so Peter Costier drives a SUV, and he carries a weapon.
Video is going to show you how one
That's crazy. He actually carries a weapon.
Forever. Meet Peter Costier, an award-winning video producer and visual storyteller. With 20 years of experience working with the biggest names and the biggest companies in the industry, and even having a bachelor's degree in journalism from Loyola University of the South, you would really just assume that this guy has the basic understanding that phones are not illegal on the sidewalk.
Yep.
But now he's going to have to use his skills in creative storytelling and script polishing to be able to tell the judge why he's not guilty in this case.
Right.
But after dealing with some pretty nice people, a few Karen Cambacks from some upset dispensary workers. Thank you very much, Liberty Cannabis.
Okay, people. I'm calling out whoever's in Maryland or close to Rockville. Please let me know in the comments that you're willing to come out there, and we'll do a First Amendment on this place. Okay, let me know. I want to set a date, but I want to know what you guys are. If there's anyone willing to go, put up your arm. Give me that. That strong emoji arm, like pic or the icon, the way that he did it. I want to see that too in the comments below. And let's see how many we can get, and then we'll set a date. If you're willing to go, we'll set a date and we'll go there, and we're gonna 1A this place for at least, let's say, 2 or 3 hours, okay? And we'll see, we'll see what happens. I want to stress test the First Amendment also. So,
dealing with some of the dumbest line of questioning that I've ever heard before.
You're filming.
What am I filming?
Yes.
Filming a video.
Well, one could assume.
There you go.
On what?
On. Wow.
Ask?
Yes, of course you can.
Yes.
I wouldn't have put a clown face on her. I would have. Hell no, I don't do that. I'm gonna tell it how it is.
So what I do is I stress test our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public.
Would you like to elaborate?
What part didn't you understand?
Well, you say freedom of press, so that means I assume that you're reporting on something. What's your topic?
Right, there you go. This is it. The freedom of press.
Yep.
You don't have a specific topic?
No, I just told you. So do you support our freedom of press?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, that's what I'm here to figure out.
How do you figure that out? By filming people driving in and out? I'm super curious.
Well, I see if people like yourself or business owners or police around the area.
I think she's just a fucking Karen wannabe pot smoking piece of shit. That's what she is, to be honest. If she respects the freedom of the press, then she wouldn't be questioning it, right? So she's obviously just being a Karen and just trying to play it off like she agrees and everything, but she really doesn't. And the way her hands are in her pocket and everything, that's a defense body language tactic. I sometimes can't explain things very well, but you guys get the gist of it, right? Sometimes I hit keys when I'm not.
I see if they respect our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public.
Okay. By what? By filming?
Look, I can explain it to you. I just can't understand it for you. I don't know how many different ways you want me to put it for you, or like what part you're really misunderstanding here. I don't see where the disconnect is.
Sure, I'm curious. I want to know more about how your actions are helping.
She can be curious all she wants, but he doesn't legally have to tell her. I wouldn't have to legally tell her. I could tell her to go fucking fly a kite. I could tell her to go fucking lick her own damn pussy, and there ain't shit that she gonna do about it.
To advance that.
How my actions are helping to advance that?
Yeah. So if you're reporting as the press, like, are you reporting for a website, a newspaper,
social media, all over social media.
Yep. So you're saying that basically anything posted on social media counts as press.
There you go. That's called stories disseminating it to the public.
Okay.
Yeah, that's called press.
Are there other sort of points you're trying to make? I'm looking for more specific information on what you're trying to achieve.
Oh my God!
Supporter of the.
All right. Well, that's what we love to hear. That's what I'm out here doing.
I don't understand. But just the fact that.
Oh my God! Is she stupid or something? Like, is all that fucking pot smoking making it killing off that many brain cells or something? Is she really that much of a fucking retard?
And says, yes, I support what you're doing is what you're attempting to achieve?
Well, yes. Yeah, because if you don't... Actually,
I'm going to share this video real quick. I want to share it to my Facebook. I keep forgetting to do this stuff all the time. I don't know why. I honestly keep forgetting. I'm still not versed in all this shit, So, give me one more. I'm going to go into... I want to go into Messenger here. I want to share it with a couple people here. That should be good there. Okay, let me just do this real quick. I think that's about it. Give me one moment. There we go. Now I can go back. All right. Now let's go back to the video now. All right. So that being said, and we'll look at the comments and everything too. We'll look at the comments, see who shows up in the comments and everything.
Exercise your rights, you lose them. Your rights are like muscles.
I'm aware. Okay. I guess I'm wondering, like, you don't have anything more specific? You're just going around filming to see if anybody asks.
Recording.
No, I told you.
Filming means you're putting it on the physical film. We don't use physical film. You mean recording, girl.
I'll explain.
There we go. Now I know what she looks like.
So
I knew what she looked like. Okay, there we go. I only have to you only have to see half a face because our human faces are symmetrical, so we obviously don't need to see a whole face to get an idea of who the person is.
No, I told you
I figured she looks familiar. I think I've seen her at Starbucks or something too a few times. Yeah, she looks familiar.
I'll explain it one more time, very slowly.
Sure.
Yeah, she looks familiar. I don't know her name. I know I've seen her on Starbucks up at the Montrose Crossing a couple times. So I'm pretty good with faces. I really am. Like I recognize people pretty quickly. So
what I do, is I go around various public places.
There we go. There she is. There's the clown. Yep. Knew it. She's a far leftist like bull dyke, as you guys can see. So I'm not for Donald Trump or anything, but I'm for the Republican values, of course. I'm just not for him anymore because he wants to fuck with the homeless people and stuff, and do some other stupid shit now that I don't condone. That the far leftists really love to fault him for. So I don't know. I tend to ride the fence. I tend to listen to both sides. I try to, anyways. I try to hear both sides and see what they gotta say, and make my own conclusions.
Yeah.
And I stress test the First Amendment right to record in public.
What do you mean by stress test?
I see how people react. I see if they respect my First Amendment right to the freedom of press. See if they believe their feelings override my rights. See if they think if my rights end where their feelings begin.
Okay.
Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Okay. I might be misunderstanding, but so it sounds to me like you're saying what you do is go to a place and film people to see if they get upset about you filming them?
If that's what you think I just said, then there you go. That's perfect.
If that's what I think you just said.
There you go.
Is that what you believe? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, look. I don't know if you were listening to the part where I told you I was going to explain it one last time.
Yeah, she's obviously got too much fucking jizz in her ears or something. I don't know.
Very slowly.
I'm listening.
But that was it. That was the last time.
You haven't explained.
No, I have.
The freedom of press means.
I have like 3 times, actually.
Yeah, you said you go out and stress test the freedom of press.
There you go, Brian. Do you support our freedom of press?
What does that mean? Define stress test.
I see how people react.
That's not a stress test.
Okay, what would you call it?
Usually a stress test is when you put something under various conditions to see
if they break or if they do not break,
right? So what would breaking entail in this case?
What do you mean what would breaking entail?
How do you know if it breaks or doesn't break? What are you measuring?
Well, I've been arrested before. I've had people come up and want to fight me before. Things like that. And I have very nice people coming up to me every single day.
And that's about to happen. He's about to get Peter Custody to want to hit him, which is wrong because this guy right here didn't do anything wrong. He's doing a First Amendment protected activity, and Peter assaults him for it, physically assaults him. That should have been an automatic felony straight off. That should have been automatic 10 to 20 years in prison, and his fucking nice car revoked and his house taken, and his wife divorces him, and he loses all his money. His fucking house is worth like $2 million. He was out in Cabin John. I know exactly where he lives. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy how people can fight someone and they don't think they can get doxxed. Pretty sad.
I get and I also test the Hawthorne effect in real time, which is the theory that people act differently when they're being recorded.
Yes. Okay.
I actually never heard of that though.
So-
The Hawthorne effect.
The emotional output of the humans that you're filming is your test results.
There you go.
Okay. I'm looking for more specific information because I feel like you're giving me
That's
a whole
that's
lot.
that's what I was trying to understand where the disconnect was, so I could give you more information,
Okay,
but
so
I
you're-
wasn't really.
Okay.
I wasn't really understanding.
Emotional reaction to.
Oh, excuse me.
I wouldn't call it so much a metric; it just happens to be a circumstance.
But it's using what you're measuring. That's what you said you're using to measure your results, right?
Sure.
Okay. Are you so okay? Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Well, we thank you for your support, and I am glad that you support our freedom of press.
I certainly.
Thank you very much.
I freedom of the press a whole lot. I would encourage you to figure out if you can get more specific on what you're trying to achieve and why you're recording.
So where would you have now kind of understanding a
address,
little bit
people?
better of what I do?
Noble
what would
Street.
you say I should say?
So I'm fuzzy enough still on the specifics of what you're trying to accomplish that I frankly don't think I can answer that.
So then, how do you know? How do you know I can't get? How do you know I can get more specific than that? If
And you know, fucking 2 months ago was hot. I mean, it was. I'm surprised she's wearing a black shirt in the sun, and not sweaty. Like I go out there in the sunlight, and when it's 75 degrees out, I'm just sweating my ass off. It's crazy, right?
you're too fuzzy, you don't even know whether or not I can get more specific. How do you know that's not as specific as it gets?
Because there's plenty of.
Now let me ask you a question. What if you had came up to me and I just said, I don't feel like answering your questions?
Then I could say, okay,
Excuse me.
that's fine. But it seems like that's not what you're attempting to do, because you said
Yeah,
you're trying to
there you go.
engage with people on social
Absolutely,
media.
yeah. And
Right.
there you
so
go.
in terms of more specific, and you're saying how could one get more specific? People do all kinds of scientific studies every single day.
Mhm.
Usually there's some method of what is the hypothesis you're trying to prove or disprove, what are the variables that are in your control, which are not. That's kind of why I was asking questions, because it seemed like you don't have much to say, is in my perception beyond.
No, I'm not the one that has to say anything. I'm sitting here and people come up to me and you can choose to talk to me, you can choose to not talk
Yeah.
to me.
But so it seems like your definition of press is just recording anything in front of you and having the
Well,
ability.
that is pretty much the exact definition of press. There you go. That's pretty good. Honestly, off the tongue, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good definition of press right there. There you go. That's pretty good. Honestly, off the tongue, that's pretty good.
Okay. Just to kind of just get the sense that it seems like you're trying to piss people off.
I mean, like I
So
said,
what if he is?
I
So
can
what?
explain it to people, but I
I
can't
don't
understand
think
it for them.
Explaining it. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think you're explaining it. You don't. It seems like you don't want to achieve anything just to, except for to see if it.
Hey,
pisses people
whoever
off.
is viewing, say hi, so I
Like
know
said,
who it
if
is.
that's what you feel I'm doing, then that's the answer
That's
you can
what
go
you're-
along with.
yeah, So you're okay. Interesting. So you're.
You're
You're just gonna let other people sort of tell you what you're doing here based on their.
It doesn't seem that I can convince
Hey,
you
babe.
otherwise, so why am I going to sit here and waste my time?
Otherwise, what?
Guess what? This is right near the Harris Teeter to the I don't know how your view. I can't. My spatial thing is bad. But to her left is a Harris Teeter, and to her right is Planet Fitness up the street in Randolph, and Old Georgetown Road that way. So to give you the perspective of where this is at, it's
Otherwise,
it's
of
at
anything
Liberty
else.
Cannabis Place. I think you've seen it. I think we drove by it once or twice, and you were with me, and you saw it. It says Liberty Cannabis. But yeah, the guy that attacks the guy here on the video, the guy that tries to attack him or does attack him, his name's Peter Costi, and he lives in Cabin John. I already looked him up. I fucking doxed him and everything, you know. So I don't care what he does. But apparently he's some kind of high-ranking journalist or something. He's got master's degrees in fucking journalism and all sorts of stuff. And he attacks a journalist. Fucking make it make sense, right?
I've tried to explain it to you five times now, differently each and every time, and
Try to
slower and
explain
slower. Like I said, I'm not going to explain it to you again. I'm
And
not.
just look
I've
at
done
her
it 5
too.
times,
She's
so
a
I can
fucking
explain
far
it to you
leftist
as many
bull
times as I
dyke, you
want,
know?
But I can't understand it for you. So
Give me 1 second. I gotta put the fan on me. I'm getting hot. Okay, there we go. Gotta get the fan on me. I was starting to get hot. Holy cow! I don't want to turn the air conditioner on because
That's a
it'll
very good compliment.
drown out the
You're not providing
video.
Well,
You know.
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Take it easy.
After that is when I ran into Mr. Kuste, and he showed
Kuste,
his absolute
okay.
lack of knowledge in public photography and videography.
Is he a pot smoker? Okay, yeah, I guess he is.
I don't want my face on any video.
So you stop and show me your face? Come on now.
He doesn't he look like he's Chilean or South American or something, or Peruvian? I mean, just because of the last name too. I think Kuste or however you say it is a Peruvian last name. Yeah, he does kind of look Peruvian. You know, come to think of it, because we had a guy who was from Peru and he worked at CC's and he had the same facial structure and everything. Yep. Do you remember that place? I think you drove by with me once because we were going to Harris Teeter and I wanted to show you the garage.
What's up? Boarding you? Didn't you already ask me that?
Wow.
It's okay. It's alright.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down, Peter. Calm down. Damn bastard. Look at that. He fucking blocks a driveway. How fucking dumb is he, right? This fucking Peter guy is so stupid. Yeah, they were doing construction there on that place there across the street from where the Harris Teeter is right there.
Are you really trying this? Is this what you want to do? Huh?
Come on, dude. Come on.
No.
My cardio's better than yours.
Hell
I promise
yeah.
you.
Get the license plate.
There you go. Look at that. There you go.
Alright, so now we got Peter's license plate number. 3 Echo Frank 4621. Maryland tag. And it's a Toyota XLE hybrid. Okay. I can use Advanced Auto and I can verify that, but yeah. This Peter guy is so stupid. He doesn't realize that everything about him can be found out. I already looked him up in the Maryland court site too, and you know, found out the charging information and stuff, you know. So I never met that guy before, but he seems pretty cool. And this guy right here is just a fucking upper middle class douchebag. Yeah, let me get the license plate number. Oh no, it's 3 Echo 4621. Okay.
Hey, I got this on recording, man. I got you on camera, bro.
Yeah, he's yelling at the other. I guess he's yelling at somebody else too. Wow. Man, it's so crazy. I mean, he literally carries a bat. What does that tell you? Do you remember that one Mexican guy, that Spanish guy? You were riding with me in the van, and he came out and he hit the hood of the van. Of course, it didn't do any damage to the van or anything, to the hood. But he came out and he hit it. Like, shit's crazy, right? All these types of guys always want to fight first and ask questions later. Why can't they ask questions first and then fight later, you know? And he's 64 years old, too. Excuse me. Coffee makes me burp. Oh, I would have been able to outrun that bastard real quick. Like, he never would have even got a fucking shot on me. You know what I mean? He never I never would let them stand a chance to get close to me whatsoever. Yeah, he's just slow-moing it to to emphasize the video and to make sure that it's very accurate and things like that. So there's the license plate. It looked like an A. The second E looked like an A from the looking at it from the side there. So that's why I thought it was an A, but no, it's two E's. And it's Toyota. So he's a pot smoker,
All
apparently.
right, well, so we called the police station. We're sitting here now. I'm going to show you. I had to go and scoop up my pieces of my microphone really quick to make sure that he wasn't going to run them over or anything. So
yeah,
we got both the components of the microphone here. I don't know if you can see, but this one is shattered on the screen there. So.
And huge shout out to longtime watcher, #1 FAPA fan, Niners Rule 2686 for hooking me up with a new microphone set after watching what happened to mine. So huge shout out to him. And I'll make sure to.
I need to get one of these microphones too. And they work with Bluetooth to your phone. I really should get one just because it would allow me to keep my phone on a tripod, and then I could still capture the sound a lot better, all the natural tones and everything, because these are really good microphones. These are worth the money.
You guys can shout him out in the comments.
I'll look on Facebook for one and see if I can get one used.
Glad I didn't get hit. Glad I was able to move away and push this guy out of my way quicker than he was able to get to me.
Yeah.
So now we're waiting for the officers, and we'll see what we can do moving on from here.
What do you mean up at Audubon? You actually had the Rode microphone? Like you had the little square microphone? Or what kind did you have?
I was just looking through the video and...
Let me see if I recognize... That's... I think that's going to be second district, right? Second district, at Delta. So, because, as you know, I would hear on the scanner, like 2D, like Delta, blah, 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 Hey, if you can find out the microphone, if you can find the exact one that you had, can you send me a picture or link to it? Because I want to check it out. Or if it's the same exact one that was in the video, then I already know what it is, so.
The car this guy was driving, looking at his license plate and everything like that, getting pictures, and just while these...
Let's see if I recognize this cop. I probably will.
How's it going? How are you?
Yep, I do recognize her.
I just had this dude. I'll be able to show you the video in a second.
I do recognize her. Yep. I don't know her name though, but that's her badge number 1550. Yeah, that flag gotta go. The fucking blue line flag bullshit. And then, was that Motorola? Oh wow, that's gotta be the APX series. Let me see what kind of radio. And body camera, yep, got the Axon, probably the Axon 2 or 3.
But I had this dude come up to me. He had a problem with me doing what I was doing. What I do is I go and exercise my First Amendment.
Yeah, that's the APX. I think it's going to be the APX 6000 or 7000 series. So that's not an XTS or the 1000. That's because it has a screen on the top. The APX 6 and 7 and the 8s they have screens on the top, and the antennas are flat like that. That's going to be a little mini stubby antenna. You really don't need much to actually get a transmission out. So, because the nearest site is down the street. So,
right to the freedom of press.
How I know this shit, I don't know. I just know this stuff, right? I'm fucking good at this stuff.
And I was just standing along the sidewalk as we are right now, and this dude, he came up to me, had a problem. You know, he stopped his car right here, and he got out of his car. He attacked me with a little baseball bat. He broke part of my tripod, broke my microphones here. You know, shattered this one, and they're no longer working. So, yep, absolutely, and yep, absolutely. I'll just show it to you here in a second. I have a bystander's video.
Honestly, I think she came and did. I forgot what she did, but she did a report, I think, for me once, or talked to me once, and she was really cool about it. She wasn't a tyrant. She wasn't a tyrant or anything like that. Actually, let's go look it up really quick. Maryland case search, because I know her name is on the reporting on the reporting document. Give me one moment. Let's look this up here. Peter J. All right, here we go. It's gonna be this criminal one right here. All right, so this is going to be the information. So Silver Spring Court. So that's his address. So he's 5'8", 190. Holy cow. 1961. So yeah, he's 64, 65. All right. Attorneys for defendants. Out of Greenbelt. Damn, he's got 2 attorneys? What the fuck? Alright. Yep. Second district, yep. Alright, so that hearing was just... The trial was yesterday. Oh shit. Damn, that's crazy. Canceled, reason waived. Concluded, held. I wonder what that means. Concluded, held. I don't know. If anyone in the comments wants to tell me, please tell me what that means. He should have got first degree assault. Shit. 6'9" to 6'9". Malicious destruction of property value under 1,000. That's a misdemeanor? What the hell? Damn. Everybody bumped up because Wisconsin used to be less than that. Alright, so key point, I don't know what that, honestly, I don't know what that all means. Who's issued a summons. Okay. Huh. Let's go back to the video.
Here to help as well. So, what was your name again?
Officer Shoup.
Shoup. All right. So me and Officer Shoup, we're gonna figure this right out, and we'll get back to you guys in a second. Mr. Chen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Mr. and Mrs. Shoup. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Mr. Who?
Again, thank you guys very much.
Chen. Don't recognize his last name though.
I appreciate you guys being understanding. So just run me back. What's going on again?
So basically, I'll do an investigation, try to identify the person that assaulted you.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and press charges since I did watch the video.
Yes, and in the state of Maryland, if you have videographic proof of you being assaulted and your property being destroyed, the police officers they can go ahead and they can file the charges on your behalf. But if they did not witness it, you have to go to the courthouse and you have to file charges for yourself. And I don't know why it works that way. Wisconsin never did that before, as far as I know. But state of Maryland's completely different, especially Montgomery County. you know, when I was assaulted by a guy named Brandon. At first, they were telling me that they couldn't do it, that they had to witness it. But as I was showing them the video, he actually came back and tried to assault me again, right in front of the officers. So obviously, they were able to file charges. But of course, it didn't really, you know, he got plea bargains and everything because he's mentally ill and all that. And I didn't want him to get a plea bargain. I wanted him to sit in jail. I wanted him to learn a hard lesson, you know? I think that people who assault others really need to learn a hard fucking lesson, big time.
Typically, I would prefer you to a commissioner to get your own charges, but there's a video, I see everything, I see what happened.
See.
So I can go ahead and do that for you,
again.
if that's the way you want it.
Again.
Once I find out who it is and I actually do the charges, I'll
Yes,
notify
please.
you.
Definitely let me know.
Is the best way to get you by phone or email?
Either or.
Let me get your email. What's your email?
First Amendment Protection Agency.
Is it first, like the
Yep,
number?
spelled all out.
Oh.
That's the name of my YouTube channel if you want to go check it out.
I think I've seen it.
Do you have?
Yeah.
No kidding, get out of here. At gmail.com.
But yeah, she's a cool cop. She never, yeah, I know she talked to me once. Yeah, she was cool.
All right, thanks.
Thank you very much,
All right,
Miss
take
Shell.
care.
Hey, have a good
A
one.
lot of nosy people right
Yeah,
there.
stay safe.
Have a nice day.
Take it easy.
You too.
Have a good one.
I think I might recognize him too. All right, let me see here what he says. Who's that? Oh, Dana. Okay, so her name's Dana. Shoop. Okay, yeah. So her name's Dana. Okay. That's crazy. I wonder when. Well, I wish he would have dated. I wish he would have like dated this right here. And I wish he would have dated this, kind of just written on it or something, just kind of dated, so we know from the time when he received this to the time that he is saying this. So that way we know the amount of time that was elapsed in between these two, so we know. Because if there was 30 days in between, then yeah, that's too much time. That's way too much. If it was 7 days, I would give it a little bit of a. I mean, I would want it done sooner because I'm the victim. I would want justice, right? Let's say I'm the victim. I want justice soon, but I can understand if it's 7 days or less than 2 weeks. But more than 2 weeks, I would definitely want to hear something really quick, and you know what I mean. So let me. Oh wait, okay, it's playing. It's kind of hard when things are still on the screen. Oh wait, okay, there we go. June 17th. Okay, cool.
So you guys heard it from Montgomery County Police right there. So they're going to be handling the charges. I'll get reached back out to as soon as they get in contact with this guy and either apprehend him or figure out however they're going to do it, whether it's just going to be a warrant or they're going to go try and go out and find him now. So as soon as I have more information, I will get it back to you guys. But let me know, as of right now, let me know what your favorite part was in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to never miss the latest and the greatest.
Well, I'm going to cancel the upload to the second half of this video. I'm going to cancel that upload, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to incorporate it into this video right now, so that way, because it's uploading to, well, I mean, it's uploading, but we're just going to incorporate it anyways, so that way it can just take care of that. All right, let's go back to here. It's going to be, it's already 39 minutes here, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Hang on. How's that video now? Give me 1 second. I have to be careful with how with what people see on my screens. You know what I mean? So that way,
Today if you can see behind me,
Here's the
we're
video.
at the Leonard Rubin District Court of Maryland. And, you know, if you can tell by the thumbnail and the title that this is the court date that Mr. Peter J. Couste had to show up. And, you know, we had to talk about his actions. And, you know, we were set for a trial date. I got subpoenaed here today all the way to Maryland. I made my way. No big deal. It is what it is. This is what we do every single day anyways. But I did just want to point out, so if you guys are familiar, I'm just going to wait for a few more people to show up here. I don't know if my service is bad or what, or if the notifications just haven't gone out. But what's going on? What's going on? Time and execution. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for being here. Make sure
doing
you
a
hit
live
that
video
like button so we can get this out to as many people as possible right now. But so if you
And he's at the Silver Spring Courthouse too. I already deleted the upload, but he's at the Silver Spring Courthouse. I thought it was Rockville at first because of the way the building looks, but no, it's Silver Spring. And yeah, like I said, I deleted the upload, the commentary video that I made through the iPad just because it was taking too long, and I'm just gonna bundle it with this live video. So
look at the thumbnail. This is I am here in Maryland. I'm here in front of the courthouse. I was supposed to have a trial set for today. I was subpoenaed to come here all the way to Maryland and to make an impact statement, make a statement as to the incident that happened with Mr. Peter J. Couste, who came and attacked me with a baseball bat on the side of the road, filming in front of a dispensary, which a lot of you guys saw. It got about 200,000 views on YouTube and many, many hundreds of thousands more across all other platforms from all of you guys sharing as well. So, unfortunately, if you could tell by the title, I have some bad news. This is a crazy happening. What happened to me out here today? You know. So apparently, don't take this as me telling you to do this, but apparently in Maryland.
is this the microphone that you guys had at the K1 Autobahn? That one? Because that's not a bad deal then if it's $100. I don't know why he's got two of them though, but I mean, you would know more than I would then.
You can attack
probably
somebody with a baseball bat after going to college for journalism, having a bachelor's degree in journalism, and having a master's degree in effective communications. After having all those credentials and working with journalism for the better part of the last 20 years, you can still go and attack somebody on a sidewalk and get probation.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, no, excuse me. That's what I thought they were going to have him plead down to. He did not get probation. He got he has to pay restitution for my broken microphone, which is good. I'm surprised. First of all, I'll get to that in a second. What absolute BS came about that with the whole ordeal of trying to get this guy to pay restitution. But he also has to do, get this, 24 hours of community service.
Which is not enough.
24 hours of community service.
That's not enough.
No probation, no jail time, no fines, no anything. So, you know, you guys saw the video. You guys saw what happened. 200,000 people saw it across this planet. And yes, no anger management. No anger management classes. They said that he already did anger management classes. No record of that. They didn't want to produce anything that says that. And you know, it is what it is. But man, I will just say I am absolutely distraught at how this entire thing is going down. First of all, by the state attorney that was dealing with my case. He brought me out, he talked to me on the outside of the courtroom, and he tried to get me to take the deal and make Mr. Peter J. Couste, make him plea and lower his charges. And I told him, I said, look, my goal here is not to put this guy in jail. That's not my main objective. That's not what I'm trying.
I would want the guy in jail, but that's me. I'm just like that. Someone comes at me with a baseball bat and they're gonna go to jail. Bottom line.
To do. I don't want to send this guy away for years. But with the
shit, fuck it. The fucking guy's 64 years old. He's rich. Shit, fucking jail. Shit, fucking let him rot in jail. You know. I would hope he would lose his house and his nice car and all sorts of shit, and his wife would leave him then too. The fucking guy named Peter J. Couste is a fucking Fucking scumbag, dirtbag, fucking dick sucker.
Fact that he has credentials, he has degrees from 2 different colleges. One is a master's and one is a bachelor's degree in communications and journalism. With him knowing full well, after years of schooling, that me on the sidewalk could no way, shape, or form be illegal to have my phone. I'm sorry, go ahead. To have my phone.
Oh, excuse me.
And to be recording on the sidewalk. In no way, shape, or form does he believe that was illegal whatsoever, nor does that give him the right to come up and accost and attack people with baseball bats or a club, whatever you want to call that. So, absolutely the craziest thing we have to deal with here. You know, I am going to let a little bit of proprietary information out here. What I am going to do, my next course of action, will be to go down to either the courthouse or the police department here in Montgomery County, and I'm going to file a stay away, no contact order.
He has to do it with the court commissioner, the stay away. The police won't do it. It has to be done with the court commissioner here in Montgomery County. That's how it's done for everybody who did not know that.
So that they can't subpoena me, or I would have to file a protective order because it's outside of 30 days. So they're not going to subpoena me all the way across the country again, so they can have me sit in the courtroom all day and then tell me that, it was a mandated deal that Mr. Zach Brennan, that was the state attorney who was talking to me and trying to get me to plead down and talk down Mr. Couste's charges here today. But, after dealing with him, he told me that it was above his pay grade. He had people above him, his supervisor. I have the email from the supervisor saying that charges like these and people like these are usually given just community service. Now, given the fact that this was...
Did you guys hear what he just said? That people like Peter just get community service, they get a slap on the wrist, and yet they can go around attacking people with baseball bats? The fuck? See, that's why fucking Brandon got away with that shit for fucking attacking me. Because this fucking goddamn fucking county in fucking Montgomery County is so soft on crime. Because it's run by a bunch of far left fucking like Democrats and liberals. Just look at who the fucking state's attorney is. It's, I forgot his fucking name. God darn it. Let me see. Who is Montgomery County State's Attorney? John J. McCarthy. It is John J. McCarthy. He is such a piece of shit. See? That's him. John J. McCarthy, that piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit motherfucker. And then fucking also Mark Elrich, too. I bet him and Mark Elrich fucking suck each other's dicks all day long.
Was this guy's first offense, and
Frank. Who's Frank?
he has no priors of anything, not even ever talked to the police. With that being the case, then it's fine. I agree, you should lighten his charges just a little bit. You really
No, never ever. No, if someone comes at you with a baseball bat, you don't fucking, no. You want them to be in jail. You want them to get the full extent punishable by what's on the law books. It should never be pled down. It should never be taken lightly or anything. Frank getting away with that. Frank? No. There was no Frank in Harris Teeter. Oh, you're talking about that. No. Fred. No. I don't think that's his real name. I just heard it from Omid. I don't think that's his real name, though. I don't know his name. I never was given that information, so which is really stupid, right?
He shouldn't.
But yeah, Officer Shoup was able to give him information on who this Peter guy was prior to the court. Make it make sense, So.
Either way, regardless, I did not want to send this dude to jail for years. That's not what I'm trying to do with this whole thing, anyways. That is not what I'm trying to do. But
I think he should. I think he should have the guy go to jail for at least 5 years.
For them to be on his side, take only his side, solely his side, and use the system, use the process against me to either A, call my bluff on me even showing up, because I had a back and forth with the DA, with the state attorney, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to show up and testify today. But, you know, I showed up. I'm here. They didn't even want me to testify. They did not hear any facts. They did not look at any video. And I witnessed, personally, multiple court cases before mine where people were convicted.
Yep. Even here in the Rockville court, I've sat watching other people's cases prior to mine being heard, and some of these people just get railroaded for the tiniest things, you know, and the big ones just get let go. Make it make sense.
Or pled to stealing groceries, for one, and one was there was a minor traffic infraction that somebody pled guilty to, and they got 6 months and a year of probation.
Wow.
6 months and a year of probation, and this guy
18 months of probation for a minor traffic offense? I wonder what they did. I wonder what they did. Maybe you can look up I wonder if there's a way to look at the docket, you know, for that day or something. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Guy is a violent.
That Peter J. Kuste, you know, he's upper middle class, white, you know, a white collar type. I'm pretty sure the state's attorney and whoever, you know, fucking knows who he is and probably buddy with him, or maybe buddies with his wife or whatever, you know. They're all fucking, you know, ball scratching idiots, you know.
Violent crimes. He committed violent crimes against me, against somebody that he knows full well, 100%, that they are not breaking the law and not doing anything that he's not even accustomed to.
Yeah,
he worked in journalism.
Don't forget to like and
this guy made
and subscribe
and
share this video, everybody.
So he knows that what I was doing was completely legal. So, you know, after seeing how the Montgomery County District Court and everybody here handled this, and after,
I could tell you, everybody, from experience, Montgomery County is a fucking joke. They're straight up a fucking joke. Yes, I did get lucky with my charges. You know, I got the 2 felonies dropped and got stuck with the misdemeanor, and then didn't get probation. Only did 72 days in the county jail up in Clarksburg back in late spring, early summer, close to midsummer of 2018. But yeah, I haven't been to jail since, so it's good, you know.
Knowing what side they are now on, like I said, I'm going to go file a stay-away order, no contact order, so they can't subpoena me halfway across the country, or a protective order, excuse me. And then they messed up the charges. They only, in the beginning I already knew that they were going to be taking this dude's side and trying to get him off as easy as they humanly possibly could.
Yep. Yeah, Montgomery County's soft on crime, and they're very selective in who they prosecute and like who they really shove the broken pole up someone's ass, or they'll give them a nice soft pull. You know, it just depends on who it is.
And you know, so they only charge him with assault. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go file charges because it's been adjudicated. The court date is over. He already got his sentencing, and he already pled to the crimes that they were absolutely willing to pursue. So now that they dropped that, I'm going to go file for assault in the second degree, assault second, and disorderly conduct as well. Seeing as how that was not even a charge on there to begin with. So
yeah, it should have actually been a charge. The guy should have actually gotten disorderly conduct because he brandished a weapon in public, and therefore that creates fear and panic in people who are around that, and therefore creates a very disorderly situation. So that's why disorderly conduct is a chargeable offense.
To show them that we have people on our side too that know how this system works, that are willing to trudge through the system, willing to trudge through the process, to not have our rights trampled on, and to not be to not be treated like this. I watched people go to jail today. I watched people get fines. I watched people plead to nothing crimes. I watched police officers here not even showing up, not even being here for court dates. This was the most discombobulated, uncoordinated.
Yeah, and when a cop doesn't show up to a court date, generally the judge will dismiss the charges because a cop didn't show up, and therefore there's no witness testimony, and therefore just they just dismiss the charges.
A geriatric court system and court date that I've ever been through in my entire life, and I stand by that 100%, without a doubt. So,
and he's absolutely right too. I've seen it several times. So he's not lying.
First of all, we got 1,200 people in here. If you are here, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to never miss the latest and the greatest from the best to the best. But unfortunately, not the story that I was hoping. I'm glad this guy is going to be made to pay a restitution, and this guy was given the opportunity to pay restitution over the next 6 months. And that's also something that I didn't point out is that the community service hours that he has to now do and sign off on and supposedly do, that can also be completed over a 6-month period of time. So if you do the math out on that, that's 1 hour a week. 1 hour a week. I watched a man go to jail today over stealing groceries for his family. I watched a man go to jail today over stealing groceries. No probation, jail. And then for this guy knowingly to come up to me for exercising my rights and standing on a public sidewalk.
And also brandishing a baseball bat and chase after him with a baseball bat.
Doing so. For him to then accost me, yell at me, drive aggressively, to come out armed with a weapon, attack me, break my property, malicious destruction of property, and then you only have to serve 24 hours of community service? After that, only 24 hours of community service? Man.
Over a 6-month period of time. Make it make sense, right?
If this isn't a 2-tier justice system, if this isn't the perfect example of a 2-tier justice system, then I have never ever seen one, and I don't even believe one exists here in America today. Of course the courts don't like my rights, man. Of course, and I'll show you guys this email and.
The Montgomery County court system actually creates victims. They actually create victims. They actually make victims more victimized. Bottom line, this county is a fucking joke. It really is when it comes to the criminal system. It has some good stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm here at this place, so, but the criminal side of it is a fucking joke. Especially because of this motherfucker right here. That fucking retarded old geezer boomer motherfucker.
I'll explain a little bit more in another video probably that I'm going to have to go over the entire thing and drop some names and let you know who I was dealing with here and who was filing this paperwork and handling this case, so you guys can go and talk to them yourselves. You guys can reach out. I'll leave all the information for you guys to reach out to them, but man, this is just absolutely the craziest thing.
Yeah, he said
I've
left
ever
it
dealt with. The judge, I can hold on. I'll post all the information as soon as I'm done with this live. I'm gonna go in the description and in the comments, and I will leave all of the information that I have and what I'm gonna do following up, and I'll let you guys know what the plan is. Numbers and emails. Yes, absolutely, Zach. Absolutely. Just subscribed. Reen French, thank you very much. Absolutely, yes. 1,300 FATA
Absolutely
fans
true.
in the house, everybody. Make sure, right now, 1,300 of you, I want to see 1,300 people's bicep emojis in the chat. Again, thank you, everybody, for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you go and like this live. Make sure you get it out to as many people as possible.
Let's see here. Is John McCarthy... Let's see here if he's a Democrat or not. I think he is, actually. I don't know for sure. Is John McCarthy, state's attorney for Montgomery County, Democrat? Yep, Democratic. Yep, he's definitely, he's. That's the reason why, people. That's the reason why. Because he's Democratic. Fucking scumbag. Everything these Democratic prosecutors touch, it all goes to shit.
Share this around, because this is going to be a crazy story, because I can almost guarantee you that this is not the last chapter. This is not where the story ends, because the very beginning started out here. As soon as I go and file these second charges, which now I have, Mr. Couste's representing attorney, I have all of his information, so yep. I'll be sending him,
his representing attorney is going to be, let's see here. All right. So there's the representing attorney. That's the law firm, Brennan William Conn. But then that's the attorney, I guess, that works for the law firm. So, yeah.
Make sure I post the demand letters and the letter of intent for more civil and more criminal actions as well on Mr. Peter Couste, so you guys can be all clued in on everything going on. So people's quads, baby, man. I'll be honest with you, I got to start hitting leg day more. if I got to be completely honest with you guys. But everybody, man, thank you everybody for being in here. You guys are the best. I just want to let you know seriously how appreciative and how awesome all these FAPA fans are in here. You guys keep me going. You guys keep me out here providing the best of the best content to you guys. And man, I'll tell you what, these guys targeted me from the very beginning. People say, the haters say that I go out and target these people, whoever they want. And, you can look at it as targeting, or you can look at it as a sane human being would. And I'm sitting there standing on the sidewalk. But, when they come after me the way they did, and they're playing the sides that they want to play, man, they're going to figure it out very, very, very quickly that the FAPA fam and the FAPA crew is not the one that you want to mess with, because I'm going to take this to the fullest extent, and I'm going to expose all of these people in here not following the regular court procedures, telling me that, first of all, one of the reasons that the state attorney told me that I should just take his plea and let him plead to lesser charges was because they were going to, his attorney wanted to bring me on the stand. And I said, I have no problem being put on the stand. I am in 0 degree at all wrong. I am wrong, not a single bit. DD with the 5 and the people's bicep. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super chat. But, so, it's just crazy. So he told me that the opposing attorney wanted to bring me up on the stand and cross-examine me, which I was fully aware of, having to go on the stand and testify against them. I knew that they were going to want to cross-examine me. So he told me that was a problem and that I shouldn't do that. And then I told him that no, absolutely not. You can either tell him that we can talk about, I told him that we were going to proceed. I wasn't going to lesser the charges. And for this man for them to immediately take sides, not look at any evidence, not look at any video, not go over any extenuating circumstances at all. For them to just do that and let a violent criminal go back on the street. Not that I want this dude put away. I
would want him put away.
They're completely turning a blind eye to it. And it's just because of who I am.
Yep.
It's just because of the side that I play on. I'm standing up for our rights. And, it is what it is. It's a pretty crazy situation, but like I said, as soon as I know more, as soon as I take my next steps, you guys are going to be the first ones to hear about it. So just a crazy situation. And then he told me that when I told him that, there were some questions that I wouldn't answer as far as, as far as money from, my businesses and stuff like that, because they were going to want to question my other businesses, my other revenues, because they have a whole bunch of information and discovery. So they're going to ask me a whole bunch of questions, and I have no problem being completely and 100% transparent. I have no problem. I'm not in the right. I'm not in the wrong at all. So it is what it is. For him to say that it just shows that he was just ready and willing to say anything possible that he had to get me to just let it go. And at first, it was very, very funny. When I first showed up, they took about a half hour to 45 minutes to set up and get all of the people. He wasn't even there. He was not even there. And if I was not there, if I was the defendant and was not there, they would have called me first. They would have said, "Oh, he's not here," instantly.
Yep.
Serve a bench warrant.
Yep.
We're going to get
Yep.
arrested. And that's exactly how it would be, because
Yep.
the process only seems to go one way when you're dealing with people who like to exercise their rights and stand on their rights for their country and their people.
He's absolutely right,
So,
people. He's absolutely
it's
right.
insane. It's something that we deal with. They wanted to call my bluff and see if I was even going to show up here today in Maryland. But guess what? Excuse me, sir, sorry. But they wanted to sit here and call my bluff and tell me that I wasn't going to show up, come and make the 9-hour drive out here to Maryland. But guess what? It's all a business expense. It's not gonna affect me. And with how they are now handling it, and the side that I know the state and the district is on, now we're pushing on the gas pedal for sure. We're not letting up on this guy or the state whatsoever. I'm gonna blast them as hard as they can. I'll let you guys know.
Me too. Me too. I am willing to blast for him too. Even though I'm not getting paid for it, I'm doing it on my own free time. But I am willing to blast because I can't stand a violent tyrant and getting away with it, especially with John McCarthy in fucking office. Now that motherfucker needs to be put on blast too.
Information that I have and where you guys can reach out to him, and you guys can redress your government and your government officials how you see fit, and so just let me know what they say. I'm gonna be making some future videos about this for sure, without a doubt. So you guys can be sure to count on some updates. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna turn into
So who's watching
months
now?
and months long process, because now I'm just calling it. I'll put it out into the universe now. I'm just calling it that I will not even be able to file charges. They will deny my charges, and then once they do that, then that's a totally different route that I have to take as far as taking action against the people that run this court system here.
No one gave it a like yet?
Montgomery
Oh
County.
wow.
So I won't speak too much further on that. I'll let the cards fall as they do, as FAPA usually does. It is what it is.
Yeah, his audio cut out at this point. But yeah, give it a like though. I don't see a like. I see 0 likes yet. 0 thumbs up.
All right, yeah, we got 17. Oh, am I muted? Am I muted? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? All right, we're back. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, my bad. I tried to swipe away a phone call. That was coming up, and I must have disabled the audio. But just to let you guys know, I won't end it abruptly like that. So thank you for hanging around. Again, 1,600 people, 1,600 FAPA fans in the house. We'll give you guys one more minute. If you haven't already, make sure you go like the live stream so we can get out to as many people as possible, so we can accrue as many FAPA fans as possible, because this is going to be a crazy story. This is not the last chapter. This is not the last page. This is not where the story ends. So make sure you have those bell notifications on to never miss the latest and the greatest from the best to the best. Catch you guys in the next.
Yeah, let's see it. Because I know he said he put it in the comments. I just don't see it though. Guess we'll look at top comments. Guy paid a hell of a lot of money to get those charges dropped to nothing. Money equals justice in the USA, yep. 10 grand for, there's this punch for 10 grand. Yeah, right. Fucking the guy makes shit. The guy can afford it. He can afford to do 10 grand. Judge, my client attacks on baseball bat, but he's a good guy. Work for CNN. Judge, okay, 24 hours. Judge, my homeless client is stolen half a bread because he's hungry and nothing to eat for a day. Judge, we need to do just 5 years. 15 years relationship. Yep, that's how it usually works, everybody. Wow, that is some tyrannical bullshit right there. Go ahead and screenshot that if you guys want, and zoom in and scroll around, and you'll see that. But yeah, that's so crazy. This is exactly what happens in school. Is nothing happens to the bully, but if you defend yourself, now you and the bully are represented. It's so messed up. That is so true. It's so ass backwards. But had you assaulted him, you would be in jail. That is so true. So true. Sue him into oblivion. Damn right, the guy's worth millions. I mean, well, at least a couple million, or probably $1 million. Wait, if you took any class, this isn't the first time. Yep. Sounds like the state attorney needs to be removed. Yep. Fucking John J. McCarthy, he needs to be removed. That's for sure. Dirty crook judging government. Yep, absolutely true. Let's see if he has any. I just don't see any. Yeah, let's just go back to the original video.
What is going on today, everybody?
All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, that hair salon was actually robbed not that long ago. I was sitting behind Planet Fitness and I got it on the video. I don't know if I posted it on YouTube or not, but that hair salon, yeah, they got robbed. Like what? It was before I got the apartment. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. That was I think like maybe March, April, or May, somewhere around there. Because I got here like May 20th, so. Huh. Trying to see how I can. I don't know. Well, let's see if there's another video about this real quick. Wow. Is this here in Maryland?
Today, everybody. Today we're here in Newton, Massachusetts.
No, Massachusetts. Okay. Karen sprays first auditor with water. Wow. Stoner gets pepper spray after attacking First Amendment auditor. Wow. People just want to attack him. That's crazy. People just want to attack him just because he's doing a First Amendment. People want to attack him. That's insane. Wow. That ain't right. Okay, so yeah, that was just a live stream there, and then that ain't cool. Especially if he's doing a live stream, there's really no way to delete it, you know? So yeah. Tommy Bahama. I've heard that name before. Tommy Bahama. Where the hell did I hear that name from? Tommy Bahama. Huh. See, oh wait, let's see if he posted anything. I got my phone taken at the court, but you guys will hear. Oh wow, I didn't know he was there. Cool. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely take them to small claims. Definitely. So as you guys can see, that's the charges, and obviously I have it right here. So, so as you guys can see, that's the charges that he's talking about right here. So I got them right here too. Anyways, about to get a phone call on the iPad, so I'll see you guys later. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out First Amendment Protection Agency's videos. The credit goes to him. I'm just doing a commentary. I know the area. I know how Montgomery County is. I want him to know that I know it, and that he's more than welcome to contact me. CoreyBabcock2011@gmail.com. Go ahead and if you want, you can contact me. And yeah, and I'll give you some. I'll tell you what I know about the Montgomery County system here. I'll do my best if you're watching this video. I'll see you guys later, and have a good night. And yeah, and keep the tyrants away.